So I'm just giving the answer to you. So 1380, 2125, 2236, 237. So 1380, 125, 2236, 2237, right? So most of you got right. Same answer, Aya. मैच हुआ सबका आंसर? आ गए सब लोग? एक बार कमेंट कर दो, आ गए सब लोग? Just give the comment. Okay. So this is the answer. So check. Okay. So match हुआ नहीं हुआ, जैसे आप लोग चेक कर लो. Right. So next we will move on to the next one. So keep the heading multi-dimensional arrays. Yes, sir. Class started. Preeta Majumdar. I have given the answer already. Okay. Right. So keep the heading multi-dimensional arrays. So just note down the statement. Note down the first point. Array name. Array name. I'm writing here. Array name without subscript. Array name without subscript always gives array name without a subscript always gives a base address of the 0th element. Array name without subscript always gives base address of 0th element. Okay. Now we are having a clarity. Now we are going into the deeper things. Okay, internal things and the deeper things. पूरा अंदर की बात कर रहे हैं अभी. Okay, understand here. Array name always gives array name without subscript. Array name without subscript always contains a base address of what? Base address of the 0th element. So please understand. 0th element. So what is the meaning of the 0th element? Okay, note down. So the meaning of 0th element will change. Okay, keep the heading 0th element. So just copy that. So keep the heading 0th element. The meaning of the 0th element will change. Meaning of the 0th element will change if it is the 1D array, if it is the 2D array, if it is the 3D array. The meaning of the 1D, okay, zeroth element, we are saying, simply saying that array name without subscript will give the zeroth element address, base address of the zeroth element. But what is that zeroth element? The meaning of the zeroth element will change if it is a 1D array, if it is a 2D array, if it is a 3D array. So just listen carefully. What is the meaning of this? Now note down the first one. If it is a 1D array, okay, note down, if it is a 1D array, then if it is a 1D array, then meaning of the zeroth element means, sorry, okay, look at here. If it is a 1D array, then zeroth element means, if it is a 1D array, then zeroth element means, base address of, zeroth element means base address of normal element. Base address of the normal element. Okay, base address of the normal element. You will understand everything, you will understand. Don't confuse, don't take tension. So this is number one. Okay, look at here. Example, this you know already. So if I declare integer a of 5, so a means what? A means base address of the zeroth element means what? The base of zeroth element is normal element. So normal element a means, okay, the type क्या होगा? Int star. Okay, a means what? Okay, it is a base address of the zeroth element. So it is a normal element. So type is int star. Okay, so already you know this 1D array, already we studied in the class. So copy karo, copy this example. Integer a of 5 hai. So 1D array hai. So a means base address of the zeroth element. So that is a normal element, int star. So you will understand everything. Next, now number 2, if it is a 2D array, then zeroth element means base address of if it is a 2D array, then zeroth element means base address of, listen here, base address of 0th 1D array. Base address of the 0th 1D array. Understand carefully. Okay, if it is a 2D array, agar 2D array hai, so that is also, it is containing the base address of 0th element. But what is that 0th element? Base address of 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array. So example, just listen here. Integer a of, so 3, 4. Some 2D array is there. 2D array a of 2, 3, 4. 2D array is there. If I say a, now tell me here, a means base address of 0th 1D array, then what is the type here? So int star single braces. So just copy this. Okay, everything I will explain. Detail में फिर से बताता हूँ. I will explain in detail once again. So I am just making a note of that. And the next, now the third one. If it is a 3D array, if it is a 3D array, so then 0th element, same thing, 0th element means base address of 0th what? 2D array. Okay, in case if it is a 3D array hota, then the 0th element means what? Base address of 0th 2D array. So example, let's say you are having 3D array, integer a of 2, 3, 4. Some 2D array is there. Okay, right, integer a of 2, 3, 4. So then base address, okay, a means what? Okay, which is having a means what here? Okay, base address of the 0th 2D array. 0th 2D array. So what is the type here? Type int star double braces. So copy karo. into star double braces. Okay, right. Okay, look at here. I'm repeating once again. Okay, important points here. Okay, array name without the subscript. Without subscript का मतलब without that bracket. Okay, so array name without subscript will always give the base address of 0th element. So meaning of the 0th element will change if it is 1D array. Meaning of the 0th element will change if it is a 2D array, and meaning of the 0th element will change if it is a 3D array. Okay, if it is a 1D array, 0th element means base address of the normal element. If it is a 2D array, 0th element means base address of 0th 1D array. If it is a 3D array, okay, 0th element means base address of the 0th 2D array. Is that clear? So if it is a 2D array, base address of 0th element means what? That is the 0th 1D array. Base address of the 0th 1D array. So iska matlab kya hai? What is the meaning of this? If you are still having doubt, don't worry. In detail, I will show the diagram, all the points, picture, everything I will show you. I'll show you everything. Okay, so next, now we will study the 2D array. Okay, so keep the heading 2-dimensional array. Yes, sir. Adrija, yes, sir. So keep the heading 2D array. So let us say you are declaring some 2D array like this, integer a of 3, 3. So let's say 10, 20, okay, 30 like this, okay, 90. You are having the elements like this. Copy karo. Integer a of 3, 3. You are having 10, 20, 30 like that, okay. 9 elements are there. 10 to 90, 9 elements are there. So just copy this, note down all the points one by one. Okay, every point is very important. Note down the first point. Just speed up. First point. The good example. Point number 1. Usko copy kiya na? Copied all of you that one. First point. The good example for pointer to pointer. Jaldi jaldi likho, speed up. The good example for pointer to pointer is a 2D array. Good example for pointer to pointer is a 2D array. Second point. In the above example, it means in the above example it represents. Okay. In the above example it represents. Okay. Batao kya represents? 3 rows and 3 columns. Speed up. In the above example it represents 3 rows and 3 columns. And the third point. In the 2D array, listen here, I am writing here. In the 2D array, a of I represents. In the 2D array, a of I represents constant base address of a of I represents constant base address of ith row. I am writing here. Ith row, 0th element. A of I represents constant base address of ith row, 0th element, and it cannot be changed. Next, number 4. If we perform, I'm writing here. If we perform a of I equal to 2000, a of I equal to 2000, then it gives a error. If we perform a of I equal to 2000, then it gives a error because we cannot modify constant base address of I through 0th element. We cannot modify constant base address of I through 0th element. Next, point number 5. 2D array will be stored in the memory. 2D array will be stored in the memory in the form of 2D array will be stored in the memory in the form of multiple 1D arrays. 2D array will be stored in the memory in the form of multiple 1D arrays. Next, point number 6. Array name without subscript. Array name without subscript gives array name without subscript. Array name without subscript gives base address of the 0th 1D array. Same. Point number 6. Array name without subscript. Array name without subscript gives a base address of 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array. Right. Okay. Next. Point number 7. Okay. I am writing here. A of ij equal to 20. A of ij equal to 20. It means, you know this, what is the meaning of this? It means I throw jth column. Ith column, I throw jth column will be replaced. With 20. I throw jth column will be replaced with what? 20. Okay. So this one you studied in the engineering already. A of ij equal to 20, 2D array. So it means I throw jth column will replace with what? 20. Is this clear for everyone? Just copied all of you. कॉपी तो किया ना सब लोग? ये क्या है? Live video is coming. Yeah. So right. Okay. So I'll just understand here. So the first, okay, just go through all the points. Go through all the points here. Go through all the points, whatever is given. Right. So the first point, a good example for pointer to pointer is what? 2D array. Okay. Now the second example, second point, second point. In the above example, it represents 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, that is the simple. Everybody knows A of 3, 3. So the 3 rows and 3 columns. Right. And the next, now coming to the point number 3. Okay, now look at here in this very important. So A of I represents what I said. A of I represents a constant base address of what? Ith row 0th element, which cannot be changed. And in case if you perform A of I equal to 2000, that will give you error because we cannot modify what? Constant base address. So this point is very important. Point number 4. Point number 4 is very important. Okay. So just understand that carefully. And the next coming to the point number 5. Point number 5 is what? The 2D array will be represented in the memory in the form of multiple 1D arrays. Okay, 2D array will be stored in the memory in the form of multiple 1D arrays. Multiple 1D arrays means what? Remember, in the memory there is no 2D array, there is no 3D array, there is no rows, columns, diagrams. Okay, ऐसा diagrams नहीं है, memory में कोई diagram नहीं है. Memory is just like a continuous locations only. Right, so you're talking about the rows and columns, that is for what? User perspective purpose, but in the memory it is all like continuous memory locations only. Is that here? So what is the second point? The 2D array will be stored in the memory in the form of multiple 1D arrays. Why? Because in the memory there is no like 2D array, 3D array and all that. Okay, it is only all 1D arrays only. So next, now coming to that next, okay, 6 point number 6, array name without subscript. Point number 6, array name without subscript will contain what? Constant base address of what? 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array. Very clear. Okay, right. Next, okay, next last point क्या है? If you perform a of ij equal to 20 है, so it means ith row jth column will replace with the 20. Okay, right. So okay, so this is the meaning of point number 7. Point number 7 I think already you studied. So what is the meaning of all the points? We'll make the proper diagram. Okay, we'll understand all that. Okay, internal mechanism. Okay, so just listen carefully. Carefully listen. Okay, so first I will make the diagram. Okay, don't copy anything. So first I will make the diagram, and later okay you will make the diagram. Okay, first. So the 2D array you are having. So right. So I'll write it here. Don't copy. Just wait. Just wait for 1 minute. So 100, 102, 104, 106, 108, 110, 112, 114, 116. The next one will be, let's say, 118. So this is a 0th 1D. Just wait for 1 minute. Okay. So this is the first 1D array. This is the second 1D array. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay. So now in this, what is the important thing? Okay. We are going to extend the same thing. Okay. Your previous class. Previous class में जो पढ़े उसको extend कर रहा हूँ. Ampersand A. Same thing. Ampersand A means base address of the entire 2D array. Listen first carefully, listen, later you can copy. First base address of the entire 2D array. So if I apply okay 1 star, if I apply 1 star, star ampersand A or A, okay, meaning both are same. Okay, just now I said okay, it is pointing to base address of the 0th 1-dimensional array. 0th 1-dimensional array. This one, it is pointing to this one. Okay, right. Next, if I apply one more star, okay, so just listen here. So if I apply, so don't confuse here, that is different and this is different. Okay, right. So if I apply one more star, so just listen here, double star ampersand A or okay, look at here, or star A. So now it is going to point to what? Element. So it is pointing to element. So this one, okay, it is pointing to element. Okay, and the next, if I apply one more star, let's say this is 100, 102. Okay, next, if I apply one more star, okay, look at here. So that is a triple star ampersand A, triple star ampersand A, or double star A, double star A. So it is going to point to value. Now tell me. So it is going to point to what? Value. Value को point करेगा. Is that clear? Right. So diagram carefully you have to copy. If you do simple mistake, you understand wrongly. Okay, copy the diagram. Copy the diagram. So this is considered to be physical view. Copy the diagram now. Diagram copy karo. And next I'll write one more diagram also. Okay, this one you can copy. Okay, side में नीचे कुछ भी किधर भी copy करो. This is the logical view. So just copy this. Copy this diagram. This diagram, carefully copy the diagram. Carefully, arrow marks, how arrow mark is going, ampersand A. It is arrow mark is for what? Pointing to entire 2D array. Okay, if I apply star ampersand A or A, so it is pointing to 0th 1D array. So look at the diagram carefully, 0th 1D array. Okay, if I apply one more star, now you are pointing to what? Element. Now you are pointing to element. If I apply one more star, now you are going to what? Value. Is that clear? Right? You are going to the value. So copy this carefully. Remember, this diagram is not there in any textbook. So just you have to copy carefully. This is the physical view. This is the logical view. So meaning is okay, same. Logically, generally, textbook will give the different name, different diagram. So copy these diagrams carefully. Later we'll make the complete table. कॉपी करने के बाद मैसेज करो. Right. So understand here. So listen carefully. You are having two-dimensional array like this. So this is the physical view. Physical view means what? Actually it will be in the memory like this physically. So two-dimensional array will be stored in the memory in the form of multiple one-dimensional arrays. So 0th one-dimensional array, first 1D array, second 1D array. Okay, right. So it will be stored in the memory like this. Okay. Now this is what is logical view. Okay, if you observe, right. So understand here. So that is a logical view. Understand carefully, right? Okay. So logical view means what? Okay, I told you A of I contains what? Okay, we have written very important point. A of I contains constant base address of ith row 0th element. Look at here. A of 0 contains constant base address of okay, this is the 0th row 0th element. Okay. Okay, look at A of 1 contains first row 0th element. A of 2 contains second row 0th element address. Second row 0th element address 112. Okay. So this is just a logical view. Okay, right? A logical view. So why it is logical view? Now somebody thinking, sir, for this also memory is also allocated. No, for this memory is not allocated. This is logical, virtual view. Is that clear? So this is the physical view, right? Okay, right? Okay, now understand here. Okay, if I say ampersand A, listen carefully, right? Okay, I'm explaining. Okay, I think all of you copied. Okay, if you are not copied, stop it. Listen when I'm explaining. Okay, if you are not copied, just stop it. Okay, right? Later you can copy after watching from the video. When I'm explaining, listen carefully. If I say, if you are having a two-dimensional array, listen carefully. If I am having two-dimensional array, if I say ampersand A, if I say ampersand A means the same thing. It will point to what? Entire two-dimensional array. Base address of the entire two-dimensional array. Look at here. So if I say ampersand A, it is pointed to base address of entire two-dimensional array. Entire two-dimensional array. Please listen carefully. It is pointed to entire two-dimensional array. Is that clear? Right? And next, if I say star, look at here. Star ampersand A or A, both are exactly same. I told in the pointers only. Is that clear? Ampersand A means it was pointing to entire 2D array. If I apply star, look at here. If I apply star, where it will go? 2D array को point कर रहा था. Ampersand A means pointing to 2D array. If I apply star, you go inside. Okay, if it was pointing to 2D array, if I apply star, you go inside. It is going to point to what? 0th 1D array. Because 2D array को अंदर गया. Okay, 2D array को अंदर गया. 2D array को अंदर गया तो क्या मिलेगा? 1D array. 1D array को अंदर गया तो क्या मिलेगा? एलिमेंट. एलिमेंट को अंदर गया तो क्या मिलेगा? वैल्यू. सिंपल. रिपीट कर रहा हूं. 2D array को अंदर गया. You are going inside 2D array. You will find 1D array. If you go inside 1D array, you will find element. If you go inside the element, you will find what? Value. Right? Same thing. Is that here? Now look at here. Ampersand A means pointing to what? Entire 2D array. If I apply star ampersand A, okay, it is pointing to what? 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array. Please understand here. Base address of the 0th 1D array. Look at here. Ampersand A means print करे तो क्या होगा? If you are printing, it will print what? 200 only. So if I say star ampersand A, okay, it will also print. It is pointing to 0th 1D array. If I say print, it will print 100 only. Is that here? And next, double star ampersand A or star A. Okay, it means what? Now, okay, A means, listen here, A means it was pointing to 0th 1D array. If I say star, you go inside. So 1D array ko andar gaya. So it will point to what? Element. So look at here, star A means now it is pointing to element. It is pointing to element. If I apply one more star, so double star A or triple star ampersand A. Look at here, double star A or triple star ampersand A. If I apply one more star, double star A. So star A means it was pointing to element. If I apply one more star, okay, you go inside, okay, it means value. Is that here? Simple. Okay, if it is a 2D array, look at here, you are having two brackets here. two square brackets. If you are having two square brackets, value पे जाना है. If you want to go to value, you require how many stars? Two stars. Look at here, double star A means what? Value. Double star A means what? Value. If it is a 1D array, if it is a 1D array, okay, already we studied 1D array, value means what? Star A. 1D array, value means what? Star A. 2D array, value means what? Double star A. If it is a 3D array, if it is a 3D array, value means what? Triple star A. Okay, right? That's it. So now remember what is the important thing here? Important thing, listen carefully. Important thing. Important thing comes when I say plus 1. When I say plus 1. If it is pointing to 2D array, if I say plus 1. If it is pointing to 2D array, if I say plus 1, it will jump according to 2D array size. If it is pointing to 1D array, if it is pointing to 1D array, if I say plus 1, it will jump according to 1D array size. If it is pointing to element, if I say plus 1, it will jump according to element size. Is that clear? So simple. Okay, whenever you increment a pointer, it will increment with respect to size of the element to which it is pointing to. Okay, already I clarified only in one line. वो जिसको पॉइंट कर रहा है वही साइज से इंक्रीमेंट होगा. अगर वो 2D अरे को पॉइंट कर रहा है प्लस 1 करूंगा तो 2D अरे साइज से जंप होगा. अगर वो 1D अरे को पॉइंट कर रहा है प्लस 1 करूंगा तो 1D अरे साइज से जंप होगा. अगर वो एलिमेंट को पॉइंट कर रहा है प्लस 1 करूंगा तो एलिमेंट से साइज से जंप होगा. Is that clear? Right, simple, right? So we apply that. Okay, we'll write the complete table. Okay, very good, big table. So I think there is no space here, right? So I'll remove this diagram, right? I think this diagram is not required now. I think all of you copied. So because there is no proper space here, so I write the table this side. Okay, so understand here. So I'm writing the table. Make the table. All of you write down the table. Expression, make the table. Print value, and next type, and next is what? Meaning. Make the proper table. Right. So expression, print value, type and meaning. Make the table. So think carefully and give the answers. Okay, whenever I'm asking. Right. So the now first, okay, if I say expression number 1, same ampersand a, speed up, ampersand a. Tell me ampersand a. If I print, tell me if I print, what it will print? Ampersand a, it will print what? Okay, 100 only. Is that clear? Because what is the base address of the entire 2D array? Entire 2D array base address is 100 only. Is that clear? So print क्या करेगा? 100. So the print value is 100 only. Now look at the ampersand a means it is pointing to what? It is pointing to entire 2D array. Please understand here. So it was pointing to entire 2D array. Listen here. Right? It was pointing to what? Entire 2D array. So to point into entire 2D array, so what is the type here? Type is int star double braces. Listen carefully. It was pointing to what? Entire 2D array. So it was okay pointing to entire 2D array. So the type will be what? Int star double braces. So then what is the meaning here? Meaning is what? Okay, note down. Meaning is base address of entire 2D array. Jaldi jaldi लिखो, speed up, understand carefully and copy fast. It will print 100. Meaning is what? Number 1, meaning is base address of the entire 2D array. Entire 2D array. Now tell me, number 2, if I say A, if I say two-dimensional array, two-dimensional array, array name without subscript, two-dimensional array, array name without subscript will contain base address of the 0th one-dimensional array. Already you have written. Okay, two-dimensional array name without subscript will contain base address of the 0th one-dimensional array. So if I say A, so it is pointing to what? Okay, it will print what? Print to 100 ही करेगा. So the print value is the 100 only. Print value is 100 only. But it is pointing to what? It is pointing to base address of the 0th 1D array. Base address of the 0th 1D array. It is pointing to this. So it's pointing to this. So 1D array, it is pointing to 1D array. So the type will be what? Int star braces. The type is what? Int star braces. Okay. Now tell me, meaning is what? Base address of what? 0th 1D array. Okay, reason here, everyone should give the answer in a single line. Everyone should give the answer in a single line. Print value, type, meaning. Print value, type and meaning. Write in a single line. Write in the single line. Don't give like, okay, first you are saying 100 and next you are saying int star braces and next meaning. Write everything in a single line. Okay, print value क्या होगा, type क्या होगा, meaning क्या होगा. Comment करे तो comments में, chat box में only one line you have to type everything. Okay, A means print value 100, type is int star braces and base address meaning क्या है, base address of 0th 1D array. And next, now tell me third one. If I say star A, tell me what will print. Star A. Look at here. Okay, just understand. Visualize the diagram. Listen to me carefully. Mind में picture बनाओ पहले. Mind में picture बनाओ. आंख बंद करो. Close your eyes. Listen to me. सिर्फ मेरे को देखो. सिर्फ मेरे को देखो. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, two-dimensional array. Close your eyes. Two-dimensional. Make the picture in your mind. Make the picture in your mind. Two-dimensional array. Array name without subscript will contain base address of the 0th 1D array. If it is pointing to 0th 1D array, if I say star, okay, A means it was pointing to 0th 1D array. If I say star, it will go inside. So 0th 1D array को अंदर जा रहा है. अंदर गया तो क्या होगा? It is going to point to what? Element. Okay, element को point कर रहा है. So 0th element of 0th 1D array. 0th element of 0th 1D array. Is that clear? Right? समझ में आ रहा है सबको? Right? Understand here. So understand here. So star A means what now? It is pointing to what? 0th element. See this 0th element of 0th 1D array. Okay, right. So because okay, it is pointing to 0th element. So print value is what? 100 only. But the type is what? Now it is pointing to element. तो अभी element तक पहुंच गया. Element तक पहुंच गया. Now it is pointing to element. So the type will be what? Int star. Very good. Int star. And the meaning will be what? Meaning 0th element. 0th element. Base address of 0th element of 0th 1D array. Write down carefully. Base address of the 0th element of 0th 1D array. Zeroth element of 0th 1D array. Very good. Write down everything, all the three things. Print value, type, meaning. Write in a single line. Aishwarya, your type is wrong. It is pointing to element. It is pointing to element. Why you are writing int star braces? Element तक पहुंच गया तुमने. Element तक पहुंच गया तो type is what? Int star only. Okay, right. Next, now if I say one more star, same thing. Okay, double star A. If I say double star A, now tell me A means doubt है. Okay, सुनो इधर doubt है तो doubt होना ही नहीं चाहिए. There should be no doubt. A means it is pointing to 0th 1D array. If I apply star A, okay, 0th element. 0th element. If I sorry, if I apply one more star, it is going to what a value, it is going to value. So what it is printing, so it is printing the 10 and the type will be what a integer, type will be what a integer. Now tell me what is the meaning, meaning is what a value, value of 0th element, 0th element of 0th 1D array. Value of the 0th element of 0th 1D array. Next, right. Next, now this is the next one. Now tell me triple star A, if I print this, what will print? Triple star A. Look at here, double star A means you are reaching to the value. Double star A means you are reaching to the value. You apply one more star, it means what? Value at the location 10 you are asking. Value at the location 10 na kahan hai pata nahi hai. You don't know where it is available, right? So you are pointing to unknown location, right? So print value kya hai? Question mark. Okay, print value is what? Sorry, error. Okay, it will print error. You are referring something unknown, okay, location, that is error, and the type will be what? Question mark. Type is question mark. So double star A means you reach to value. Double star A means you reach value. If I apply one more star, value at the location 10 you are talking. Value at the location 10, okay, Bhagwan jane. Value at the location 10, Bhagwan jane kahan hai? Is that here? Right? Okay, किसको point कर रहे हैं पता नहीं है. So that will give you error. Okay, right? First of all, you cannot access. Okay, you declare it as a 2D array, so it means maximum. 2D array you declared, it means maximum you can access up to only double star. You can access up to only two double star, because the declaration is saying you are having two brackets here. It means you can access up to only two levels. Okay, double star is only maximum allowed. Or if you say triple star, so that will give you error. So mismatch ho gaya. Declaration is something, you are doing something. So that will print error, will give error. Type is we don't know where it is pointing, right? And meaning kya hai? Referring unknown location. Referring unknown location. Very good. Referring unknown location. Excellent. So now tell me, interesting. Now ampersand A plus 1. Speed up. Ampersand A plus 1. So ampersand A means, okay, it is pointing to entire 1D array, sorry, entire 2D array. Entire 2D array को point कर रहा है. If I say plus 1, okay, entire 2D array को point कर रहा है. पूरा 2D array को point कर रहा है. It is pointing to entire 2D array. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to 2D array size. Jump according to 2D array size. Is that here? So what is the 2D array size? 18 bytes. 18 bytes. So 9 elements are there. Every element is 2 bytes. 9 into 2, 18 bytes. So 100 plus 18, so 118. So it will jump according to 2D array size. Right. Jump according to 2D array size. So what will print? 118. So the type is int star double braces. Int star double braces. Int star double braces. हाँ बताओ मीनिंग क्या है? मीनिंग क्या है? बेस एड्रेस ऑफ द नेक्स्ट कंटिन्यूअस 2D array. Base address of the next continuous 2D array. Oh, video on రెండు పోయినాట, audio video gone. No, Aishwarya, ampersand a means it is pointing to where? Ampersand a means it is pointing to what? Entire 2D array. Entire 2D array. So if I say plus 1, it will jump according to 2D array size. Right? So somebody giving wrong answer. Base address of the next continuous 2D array. Now tell me, if I say a plus 1, how much it will print? What is the print value? A plus 1. A means where it is pointing. All good. Okay. So A means where it is pointing. Yeah, everything is clear. Right. So A means, okay, it is pointing to 0th 1D array. Right. Okay, just listen carefully. A means it is pointing to 0th 1D array. See this diagram very clearly. So it is pointing to 0th 1D array. When I say 0th 1D array, it is pointing to 0th 1D array. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to 0th 1D array size. So 0th 1D array size how much here? 6 bytes. 2, 2, 2, 6 bytes. So 100 plus 6 करेंगे तो क्या होगा? 106. So it will jump to what? 106. Right? So it will jump to 106. It is okay, it jumped to 106. But what is that 106? It is pointing to what? Now it is pointing to first one dimensional array. Listen carefully. It is now pointing to first 1D array. A means it was pointing to 0th 1D array. A means it was pointing to 0th 1D array. If I say plus 1, okay, it will jump according to 1D array size. A plus 1 means it is pointing to first 1D array. First 1D array. Is that here? Right? So because pointing to first 1D array, so type will be what? Int star single braces. It's pointing to first 1D array. So type is what? Int star single braces. So base address of what? First 1D array. Base address of the first 1D array. Very good, very good. मुनीबली very good. All are you? एक बार बोल दिया तो पकड़ लेना ऐसा. एक बार बोल दिया तो पकड़ लेना. Right? Very good. Excellent. Okay, right. So now tell me next. Okay, star A plus 1. Star A plus 1. What will print? Next gate question will be done. You are going to solve the gate question also. Star A plus 1. हमें तुमसे हुआ है प्यार, हम क्या करें. चलो कम ऑन. स्टार ए प्लस 1. स्पीड अप. Right? Star A plus 1. What is star A? Star A means what? Okay, look at here. Star A. Okay, just understand here. So star A means it is pointing to element. Right? It is pointing to this element. 0th element of 0th 1D array. Right? If I say plus 1, it will jump according to element size. Your element size is 2 bytes. It will jump to 2 bytes. 102. That's it. So that is the 102. And because it is pointing to element, so the type is int star. Type is int star. Yes or no? Right. Now tell me, what is the meaning? Meaning batao. सोच के meaning batao. Meaning is important here. Star A plus 1. Meaning batao. Base address of the first element of 0th 1D array. Base address of the first element of 0th 1D array. base address of the first element, because okay, array index start with the 0, so write only first, array index start with the first 0th element, 0, right? First element मतलब क्या है actually सच में second element, right? Because array index start with 0, we are following that convention. Okay, so it prints okay 102, okay, right? So now tell me, if I say double star a plus 1, see what it prints. Right. So double star a plus 1. Okay, look at here. Double star a plus 1. Now in case if anybody is having doubt, look at here. So first you have to do double star, then you have to say plus 1. First you have to do double star a, then plus 1. Why? Why? Because these are the unary operators. Okay, this is the binary operator. Unary operator will have the high precedence compared to binary operator. Is that here, right? Already I told you. So double star a means what? That is the 10. So 10 plus 1 करेंगे तो क्या होगा? It will print what? 11. It prints 11. So the type is what? Integer. Type is integer. आप बताओ meaning is what? Just incrementing value 1. Okay, incrementing value 1 to the 0th element. Okay, or say adding 1 to the 0th element. Okay, meaning क्या बताओ? Adding 1 or adding 1 to the 0th element. That's it. Very good. Adding plus 1, okay, to the 0th element of 0th 1D array. So double star a plus 1. So that will print 11. So the type is integer. Okay, right? So adding 1 to the 0th element. Is this clear? Confusing. Okay, somebody is confusing. Aniket, what is that you are saying? Aishwarya. Munib Ali, you gave wrong answer. Right. Okay, is this clear? Right. So now see this interesting. See this interesting here. A plus 1 whole star. Tell me, what is this? Tell me. A plus 1 whole star. Okay, very good. So a plus 1 whole star, look at here. Okay, there's a lot of difference. Okay, you are having a plus 1 is there, star a plus 1 is there. Look at here, a plus 1 whole star is there. So don't confuse the a plus 1 whole star. A means what? This one. A means 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array. A plus 1 karunga, it will jump to what? First 1D array. First 1D array. Is that clear? And a plus 1 means it is pointing to the first 1D array. If I apply star, it will point to what? Okay, element. So print value to क्या होगा? Print value to 106 होगा. Print value will be 106. But now it is pointing to what? Element. So look at here. A plus 1 is pointing to this first 1D array. And star apply करे तो element पे गया. तो a plus 1 whole star किया तो इसका मतलब नाउ इट इज पॉइंटिंग टू व्हाट, दिस एलिमेंट को पॉइंट कर रहे हैं. इज दैट क्लियर? सो एलिमेंट को पॉइंट कर रहे हैं. इज दैट क्लियर? सो कंफ्यूज नहीं होना. इज दैट क्लियर? सो इट विल प्रिंट व्हाट, 106, but the type is what? Type is important here because the a plus 1 whole star, now it is pointing to element. So if it is pointing to element, type is int star. Type is int star. A plus 1, a means this one, a plus 1 means this one, a plus 1 whole star. It was pointing to first one डी अरे, अब स्टार किया तो एलिमेंट को पॉइंट करेगा. तो a plus 1 means this one, स्टार अप्लाई किया तो this one. That's it. So star a plus 1, so means it is pointed to element. Is the point clear for everyone? Type is important. Govind Mishra gave the wrong answer. First element of the zeroth element, zeroth on here. Aniket, why you are confusing? You gave wrong answer again. Madhav Mishra, you gave wrong answer. Why you guys are confusing? It's very crystal clear. Right. So it will point to what? 106 and type is in star. But what is the meaning of this? Meaning base address of the zeroth element of first one D array. Zeroth element of first one D array. So look at here. So I'm writing here. Okay. Meaning लिख रहा हूँ. So base address of the zeroth element of first one D array. ठीक से लिखो आप लोग, मेरे को जगह नहीं है यहाँ पे. Base address of the zeroth element of first one D array. Video not available. Huh? Huh? Showing black screen. Huh? Okay, is all good now, right? So I think now it is good. Okay, so fine. Again, back, audio visible, right? Showing, right? So some technical issue, it's okay, right? So next, now tell me next interesting thing coming, interesting thing. Now tell me here, a plus 2 whole star plus 1. Now think carefully and tell me, think carefully and tell me, a plus 2 whole star plus 1. Think carefully, this is interesting. uh, yes sir. Now think carefully and tell me, a plus 2 whole star, okay, plus 1, okay, yampaliga plus 1, a plus 2 whole star plus 1. Think carefully and tell me. Don't confuse, don't confuse. If you get confused, you will get confused. Mhm. Mhm. If you get confused, you will get confused. So don't confuse. A plus 2 whole star plus 1. Hmm. Very good, very good. So understand here, okay? Understand very carefully. Understand very carefully. So a plus 2 whole star plus 1. Okay, a plus 2 means what? A means it is pointing to 0th 1D array. A plus 1 means first 1D array. A plus 2 means what? Second 1D array. So listen here, a plus 2 means second 1D array. Then what I said, the a plus 2 whole star. A plus 2 whole star means now it is pointing to this one. A plus 2 whole star is pointing to this one. Okay, 0th element of 0th 1D array. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to element size. It will jump according to element size. So that is 114 and type is int star. So type is int star. So type is int star. And now tell me meaning क्या है बताओ? Type is int star only. Type is int star because point into element. Now tell me what is the meaning here? Meaning is what? Base address of the first element. First element of what? Second 1D array. Base address of the first element of second 1D array. Mm-hmm. Don't confuse. Just give the answers with the clarity. Is it clear for everyone? Now tell me. Now tell me interesting thing coming here. Interesting thing coming here. Now tell me. I want 110. Type is a int star. I want a 110. Type is a int star. Now tell me what is the expression you write. What is the expression? Ulta. I want 110. Type is a int star. Type is a int star. Tell me what is the expression you write. What is the meaning written for 10th one? 10th one, 10th one, number 10. Okay, base 0th element of the first 1D array. 0th element of the first 1D array, number 10. Okay, number 12, tell me. Number 12. Okay, very good. So very good, very good. Okay, right. So a plus okay, look at here, 110. Okay, int star. So 110, I want int star. Just listen carefully. 110, I want int star. So then look at here. So okay, 110 means what? First 1D array you have to go. So a means what? A means 0th 1D array. A means 0th 1D array. If I want to go to first 1D array, so you have to say a plus 1. A plus 1 means it is pointing to this entire 1D array. Entire first 1D array. A plus 1 means first 1D array. If I apply star, now it is pointing to element. A plus 1 means it is pointing to this. Star apply kare to it is pointing to this. Is that clear? Star apply kare this pointing to this. But I want this one. I want this element address, I said. Type is in star. Okay. Plus 1 kare to idhar आओगे. Plus 2 करे तो इधर आओगे. Is that clear? Right? समझ में आया सबको? Right? So repeat कर रहा हूं. So confuse नहीं होना. Very very simple. Nothing is there. Very very simple. Okay. So a means okay, it was pointing to this. A plus 1 means pointing to this. A plus 1 means first 1D array. A plus 1 whole star. Okay, element पे आ गया. A plus 1 means 1D array. Right? ओके स्टार लगाया तो एलिमेंट पे आया. एलिमेंट पे आया, मेरे को इधर आना है तो प्लस 1 करे तो इधर आओगे, प्लस 2 करे तो इधर आओगे. इज दैट? सो दैट इज a प्लस 1 होल स्टार प्लस 2. इज दैट? a प्लस 1 होल स्टार प्लस 2. समझ में आया सबको? a plus 1 whole star, okay, plus 2. Is this clear? Now, okay, listen carefully. When you are writing a of 1 1, just listen here. A of 1 1, okay, you write. Just listen carefully. When I write a of 1 1, okay, maybe in your program you are writing a of 1 1. In the program you are writing a of 1 1. But how internally the compiler will evaluate? How internally compiler will evaluate? Okay, listen here. This will be evaluated. Just listen carefully. Listen carefully. Interesting. Okay, first you write this one, a plus 1 whole star, and again this one, okay, plus 1 whole star. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. A of 1 1 you are writing. Maybe in your program you are writing like a of 1 1. Okay, a of 1 1. Remember, internally everything is a pointer only. Internally everything is a pointer. So how a of 1 1 will be converted? So this is a plus 1 whole star plus 1 whole star. Now a means what? 100. So 100 plus 1 whole star and again plus 1 whole star. Now 100 here in the 100 means what? What is this a here? A means 100. What is this 100? 100 means 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array. Okay, it's a base address of 0th 1D array. Right, base address of 0th 1D array. It was pointing to 0th 1D array. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to 1D array size. So it will jump to what? 106. Okay, look at here, whole star. Okay, plus 1 whole star. Now what is this 106 here? Now it is pointing to first 1D array. First 1D array. Now it is pointing to first 1D array. Listen carefully. First 1D array. 106 means pointing to first 1D array. If I apply the star, okay, 106 was pointing to first 1D array. If I apply star, so this remains 106 only, but now it is pointing to what? Element. So it is pointing to 0th element, 0th element of first 1D array, 0th element of first 1D array. Now next, it is pointing to 0th element of first 1D array, 0th element of first 1D array. It is pointing to element now. It is pointing to element now. If I say plus 1, it is pointing to element now. If I say plus 1, so it will become what? 108. So look at here. What is this here? 108 means what is this here? Okay, 108 means what? First element. Okay, that is the base address of the first element of what? First 1D array. First element of the first 1D array. So first element of first 1D array. Now it is pointing to element here. Element तक पहुंच गया. First element of the first 1D array. So again apply star. If you apply star, value at the location 108. Okay, how much is that? 50. So this is how your compiler will evaluate, okay, your expression of this. Okay, in the program you are simply writing a of 1 1. In the program, you are writing simply A of 1, 1. Remember, A of 1, 1 will be evaluated like this. So remember, interesting point here. If I say plus 1 here, if I say plus 1 here, you are incrementing by 6 bytes. If I say plus 1 here, you are incrementing by 2 bytes. Okay. Remember, this one you will understand. Only you people only will understand. If outsider is watching this, okay, outside is just looking at your notes, he will confuse. Okay. यहाँ पे plus 1 मतलब is adding 6 bytes. यहाँ here plus 1 means is having 2 bytes. So he will confuse. Is that clear? Only you guys can understand this. Is that clear? So copy this. Side में copy कर लो. Side में. Maybe in the next page. Maybe in the next page or in the maybe side में copy कर लो. Copy this. And next I will give one more thing. You have to do exactly in the same manner. Copy this. Yeah, you can also write like that. Shivakant. Very good. Shivakant Yadav, you can also write like that. So copy all this. Copy करने के बाद just give me the comment. Just give me the message whether copied or not. So once you copied this, then expand in the same manner. In the same manner, you expand A of 2, 1. A of 2, 1. Okay, just expand this. The way I have done exactly in the same manner after copying. Expand this in the same manner. Okay, right, how it is jumping, how it is pointing, to whom it is pointing. Okay, just in the same manner expand. जैसा मैं expand किया आप लोग इसको करो. Expand that one. Expand that one. Once you expand that, just send me a message. I am waiting. Expand that in the same manner. The way I have solved, do that in the same manner. Yeah, Govind Mishra, thank you, beta. Yes, Aditya, only one class I have today. That is the reason I am energetic. If I have two batches, then energy will be low. Now I am having two batches. Only one batch. Only your batch is there. So only 4 hours class. So full energy. Right. हो गया एक्सपेंशन हो गया एक्सपैंड किए सब लोग वेरी गुड वेरी गुड ओके समझ गए सब लोग समझ गए सब लोग समझ गए सब लोग राइट तो एक्सपैंड किए ना राइट नाउ नाउ टेल मी नेक्स्ट नंबर 13 ए ऑफ 0 टेल मी इसको सोच के बताओ a of 0 what is the print value, what is the type, what is the print value, what is the type and what is the meaning. A of 0, think carefully and write, think carefully and write. वेरी गुड आफ्ताब अंसारी, वेरी गुड बेटा, एक्सलेंट। एक बार बोल दिया तो पकड़ लेना ऐसे ही। हाँ, ए ऑफ जीरो करके दिखाऊं, ए ऑफ जीरो अच्छे से सोच के बोलो। A of 0, completely right. What is the type? What is the print value? First, write the print value, type and meaning only in one line. एक एक करके मत लिखो. Try type everything only in a single line in the chat box. Type everything in a single line. Hmm. Many people are giving wrong answer. What is this? Arey, why you are giving wrong answers? Okay, a of 0, you just expand it. A of 0, a of 0. If I expand this, this exactly same as a plus 0 whole star. This exactly same as a plus 0 whole star. A plus 0 means a only. This is same as a star a. This is same as a star a. Same, right? Why you are confusing? Different people are giving different answer. I am thinking you understood everything and you are giving wrong answer. Yogita Anand, wrong answer. Even Bhumika Jindal, wrong answer. I thought all of you understood and you are giving wrong answer. A of 0, if you expand this, a plus 0 whole star and the same as the star a, same as the star a. Star a means what? A means what? 0 with 1D array. A means 0 with 1D array. Star a. Star a means going inside, okay, 0th element. So it will print 100. But the type is int star, int star. So a of 0 is exactly same as a star a. Star a, number 3 and number 13 both are exactly same. Number 3 and number 13 exactly same. Okay, so print value is 100, type is a int star. अब बताओ मीनिंग क्या है, बताओ मीनिंग. बेस एड्रेस ऑफ व्हाट? बेस एड्रेस ऑफ जीरोथ एलिमेंट ऑफ जीरोथ 1D array. Zeroth 1D array. Why you are confusing? Okay, why you are confusing? Right. So now tell me number 4. Number 4 is interesting. A plus 2 whole star. A plus 2 whole star minus 1. Interesting. A plus 2 whole star minus 1. What's the answer? चलो come on, right? A plus 2 whole star. A means this one. A plus 1 means this one. A plus 2 means what? Okay, this one. Is that clear? A plus 2 means it is pointing to this one. A plus 2. A plus 2 मतलब इसको पॉइंट कर रहा है. A plus 2 को स्टार लगाया. A plus 2 को स्टार लगाया तो it is pointing to this one. 112. Right? 112. A plus 2 होल स्टार लगाया तो 112 को पॉइंट कर रहा है. इट इज पॉइंटिंग टू एलिमेंट. एलिमेंट को पॉइंट कर रहा है तो -1 करूंगा तो इट विल गो टू बैक. राइट, इट विल गो बैक. एलिमेंट साइज only it will jump by element size, so that is okay 110. It will jump back by 1 element size only. Is that clear? So A plus 2 means it's 1. A plus 2 whole star. A plus 2 whole star means what? Okay, this one, 0th element of second one here. -1 किया मैंने. Okay, look at here, -1 किया तो -1 करे तो क्या होगा? इधर आ जाएगा. Is that clear? Right? 110. Yes or no? That is 110, and the type is what? Int star. Type is what? Int star. Type is int star. अब बताओ मीनिंग, बताओ मीनिंग. बेस एड्रेस ऑफ द second element. Base address of second element of first 1D array. Base address of the second element of the first 1D array. Very good. Last year, see, very good. Right. So now tell me. Okay, 15. Now tell me, triple star ampersand A. See, if anybody is having doubt, just you can take what? Okay, right. You can take what? Simple one. Okay, you can take okay, simple declare 2D array like that. Just declare the 2D array and you print all that. Okay, just print ampersand A and simply print ampersand A plus 1. Whatever you are saying, okay, simply print that. You will understand how it is working. Okay. Right, so triple star ampersand A is exactly same as what? On the board it is same as what? Double star A, because star ampersand cancel, so the same as double star A. So we'll print 10 and the type is a integer. Type is an integer. So what is that? Value of 0th element of 0th 1D array. Same thing, 0th element of 0th 1D array. Yes or no? Right. So next, so I think that is enough. So in case if you want to do last, okay, right, last one, okay, 16. Okay, this is interesting. A of 2 minus 1 कर सकते. Same manner you expand. A of 2 minus 1. Expand करो. Last one. A of 2 minus 1. A of 2 minus 1. Okay. Number 16. Interesting. A of 2 minus 1. So how this will be evaluated? Same thing, A plus 2 whole star. Look at here, A plus 2 whole star minus 1 whole star. Right? A plus 2 whole star minus 1 whole star. So A means 100. 100 plus 2 whole star minus 1 whole star. 100 plus 2 करेंगे तो क्या होगा? 112. 112 होल स्टार, ओके, -1 होल स्टार. सो 112 होल स्टार करेंगे तो क्या होगा, सेम 112 ही रहेगा, बट इट विल पॉइंट टू व्हाट, एलिमेंट. नाउ इट इज पॉइंटिंग टू एलिमेंट. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, it is pointing to element now. Is it clear? So it's pointing to element. Okay, so same thing. Okay, -1 whole star. And now understand here, if I apply -1 here, so that will be 110. 110 को स्टार लगाओ तो क्या होगा, okay, value at the location 110. How much is that? 60. So this is interesting. Why you are confusing, right? A plus 2, same 100 plus 2 करेंगे तो 112. 112 means what? It is pointing to what? Okay, 112 means, okay, this one. Okay, here 112 means what? It is pointing to what? Second 1D array. Second 1D array. So now if I apply star here, now this 112 pointing to what? 0th element. 0th element of second 1D array. So it's pointing to 0th element of what? Second 1D array. Element को point कर रहा है, -1 करूंगा तो it will go back. So it is pointing to what now? It is pointing to second element. Second element of first 1D array. Second element of first 1D array. Second element of first 1D array को point कर रहा है. Now if I apply star, second element of first 1D array, that is 60. It will print 60. Yes or no? हाँ सर, पेज खत्म हो गया. Right. So fine. So is this clear? So it will print what? 60 and the type is integer, and meaning, tell me, meaning is what? Value. Value of the second element. So value of second element. Second element of what? First 1D array. First 1D array. Fine. So that's it. So you can expand same thing. Actually there are so many gate questions on this. We'll continue in the tomorrow class. So there's a gate question and there is a homework on this also, right? But I will give in the tomorrow's class because time हो गया, right? Many students are saying sir time हो गया, page हो गया, page खत्म हो गया, time खत्म हो गया, हाँ, right? मजा आ रहा है सर, we can do whole night, right? चलो भूख लग रहा है सर, टाइम हो गया, पेज खत्म हो गया, हाँ, थक गए, हाँ, बुढ़े हो जा रहे सब लोग, हाँ, बुढ़े हो जा रहे हैं, एजिंग सिम्टम्स आ गए सब लोग, राइट? चलो ओके फाइन ना सर. हाउ 100 plus 2 is okay 112. Okay, 100 plus 2 is 112. How 100 means okay, here A means it was pointing to 0th 1D array, right? 100 plus 1 करे तो 106 first 1D array, because it is pointing to 1D array here. 1D array, please understand here, 1D array को point कर रहा था, 0th 1D array को point कर रहा है. plus 1 करे तो first 1D array 106, plus 2 करे तो second 1D array, second 1D array 112. Is that clear? So 100 plus 2 करेंगे तो 112, it will jump to the second 1D array. Yes or no? A plus 2 देखो तुम्हारे सामने है, A plus 2 किया है यहाँ पे, हाँ देखो यहाँ पे किया होगा, A plus 2 नहीं किया. So right, A plus 2 means what? 112. Yes or no? चलो होमवर्क कल करेंगे. चलो होमवर्क कल दे देंगे, टाइम नहीं है अभी, चलो पूरा लिखना है वो सब, राइट? So homework also I'll give in the tomorrow's class, okay, right? And tomorrow also we'll see some take up gate questions on this, so that we'll have a clarity how the questions are coming. Revise the notes, notes में all the points you study, जो points मैंने दिया है notes में सारे points को पढ़ो अच्छे से, right? So see you tomorrow, okay, at 6 o'clock. Bye.